watching the Corvid Communications corporate broadcast. Tonight's presentation will begin shortly. On behalf of the Corvid Communications Broadcasting Corporation, we thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Our feature presentation will begin shortly. Our mascot, Corvus the Crow, will keep you company as you wait for the broadcast. He may even speak, if given the proper motivation.
Corvid Communications will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Communications broadcast will begin shortly. An ad break may be running at this time. Please feel free to step away and take care of things, or grab yourself a snack. We will still be here when you get back.
We now return to our feature presentation.
We at Corvid Communications Incorporated hope that you are having a wonderful evening. Our feature presentation will begin shortly.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Corvid Communications Executive Stream. As always, I am Calvin Cawthorn, CEO of Corvid Communications Incorporated. And today we're going to be doing something a little different. For starters, I'm not going to say, oh, I run both a Twitch and a YouTube channel. You all should probably be familiar with that at this point. I don't feel like it bears repeating anymore. Anyway, so, welcome to this week's stream. We're doing something a little different today. Well, it's not different in that we've not done it before. It's different in that, well, we haven't done it in quite a while. And that is a stream where I run Spirit City Lo-Fi while I do some work on a writing project I'm working on. Unfortunately, it's not another ARC project episode. I've kind of hit a block with that one currently. But lately, I have had the motivation enough to write more than I have in quite a long time now. So, today I have been working on a book. An actual, honest-to-goodness novel-length story that I have had the motivation to write for a little while. And that's kind of what we're going to be working on today, but first I'm going to have a little chat with you because, boy, do I have a funny story to tell you. So, for starters, just for a little bit of context, I actually had a half day of work on Wednesday. I had an appointment to see if I qualified for a pharmaceutical study. So yes, there's a potential that I might be selling my body to science. Anyway, so I was getting ready for that, but also I decided, okay, since Mrs. Cawthorn was told she was to work from home, I decided to take little Cawthorn to daycare that morning. which is not how it usually goes. Usually, Mrs. Cawthorn handles drop off, I handle pickup at the end of the day. And I handled both that day. But anyway, so I got him up, got him dressed, and I gave him a hot dog, which, like, it wasn't cooked or anything, wasn't in a bun. It was just a single hot dog from the fridge. Because he likes to eat hot dogs plain. Mrs. Cawthorn does too. Mrs. Cawthorn is of the opinion that hot dogs are just bologna but tube-shaped. She's not wrong. They are, of course, safe to eat cold. I personally just prefer to eat them warm. I am not a psycho. Anyway, so. No, I like to eat them the way that baseball intended. I don't even know why I said that. I don't even like baseball that much. Anyway. So, as I was saying, my wife is amazing. That is true. No, she does not. Anyway, so, little Cawthorn, I drive little Cawthorn to daycare. He's about half eaten the hot dog at this point because he took it in the car with him. And then I take him in. The lady who runs the daycare answers the door. And then I hear little Cawthorn say, "Hey, Daddy." And I was like, okay. I turn around to face him to grab whatever he has in his hand. He has nothing in his hand, and he just waltzes into daycare. And mind you, he loves daycare. He loves going to daycare. But I start walking away. I try to pull my phone out of my pocket because this is not the assessment is not at my usual doctor. It's at a different address. So I had to get directions to there because I'd never been there before. And I feel a half-eaten hot dog in my pocket. Little Cawthorn reverse pickpocketed his half-eaten hot dog into my pocket. Like, I couldn't even be upset about it just because it was so absurd and also just, it was funny. But it was just like, my son has a future as a Dungeons and Dragons rogue. If he can reverse pickpocket, I imagine he isn't too bad at stealing things out of pockets too, because he's stolen things out of my pocket before without my notice. Yes. I have a whole theory about the way pockets are in women's clothing. I feel like it's a conspiracy to keep the purse industry in business. Anyway, so that's kind of my funny stories for the week. As for announcements, we are going to be having a little stream with Alexis tomorrow afternoon during Little Cawthorn's nap time. We're going to be playing, I think it's called Midnight Shift or something. Let me look, actually. It's called Shift at Midnight. I wasn't that far off. And I'm going to be playing that with Loading Delayed and Lucas Sorian, a couple of pretty regular collaborators on this channel a while ago. They are, of course, still my friends, just we haven't really had the time to collab because life events have been kind of getting in the way. Anyway, so that's kind of announcements. Next week, I will be playing Graveyard Keeper. And we are going to be getting into our quote-unquote game now. So I'm going to go ahead and mute our theme. Oh, you haven't been hearing that the whole time. That's unfortunate. My bad. I don't like how, OBS has done that now. Because, nowadays, you have to... Hearing it through your headphones and hearing it on stream are two separate things, but for me it's like, more often than not, those things are the same thing. I don't want to hear it, but I also don't want my audience to hear it. So, why are they now separate things? Anyway, let's get music going. So, as I said, I am going to be working on my little book project. Although, one of the benefits of this is that I can actually have my chat and the thing I'm working on the same screen through Mixed It Up, so, yeah. That's a good time. Means I don't have to keep looking like, this screen, oh, this screen, this screen. Multiple monitors are a blessing and a curse. All right. But as far as what this book is going to be about, it is a mystery novel, and the main character is a police detective. Mind you, I don't have too much of a positive opinion of law enforcement. I don't think any sane person these days does nowadays, at least in the States. But I have a lot of familiarity with law enforcement because my dad was a police officer when I was growing up. So I learned kind of what the culture of it, kind of a general idea of what the culture around a police precinct is like, because I had to go there multiple times. I wasn't in trouble, but like dad would often bring me there when he, like, there was no, when there was no one to watch me because I was too young to be home alone at the time. At least in my parents' opinion. I am 31. I'm not that old. Also, as you can tell, Mrs. Cawthorn is also joining us for stream today. She is at home from work today. But yeah, just kind of gonna be chill vibes today. But yeah, it's a murder mystery. The main character is a police detective, and it also has a basically what happened to the main protagonist of the Corvid Communications related project that I had before I began streaming. Which you've seen parts of in my intermission screen. That's where those little satirical training videos came from. Also, something's a little askew on my overlay. I'm going to fix that real fast. Where is overlay? Overlay. Here is the opportunity to... Oh, here it is. Here is opportunity to fix stuff. Because it happens to all of us. There we go. Good enough. Also, I just wanted to talk about something real fast. So, here is my take on writing. Like, what determines a good or bad writer is keeping at it. Like, I feel like most people can get good at creative writing, whether that be story writing or even essay writing, because essay writing does take creativity, believe it or not. At least if you want to make one compelling and not just kind of dry and bland. But it just takes continuing to keep at it. Don't rely on AI. Don't just give up. Just keep doing it. Keep writing, and eventually you'll start making things worth reading. That's the same thing with any artistic skill. Like, they can be learned. Sometimes people have a natural talent for things, and they're just kind of somewhat good at it from the get-go. But that's the thing. You can still become good at it, even if you don't necessarily have the quote-unquote natural talent. Because if you have that natural talent and you're not working at it, well, that's not really going to go anywhere. Natural talent is a starting point, not the end of it. And then, of course, you don't always have to write with the intention of getting published or even for other people to read. You can write things just for your benefit. Like, just because you want to write something you want to read. And that is perfectly okay. Like, you don't have to write with the intention of being a New York Times bestseller. Although, considering how many books on the shelves are quote-unquote New York Times bestsellers, I cannot help but wonder how easy it is to get on that list. But, like, for me, I mean, if I do actually finish this book, do I want to try and get it published? Oh, absolutely, because this is the probably most I have ever worked on any sort of writing project I have ever done. Mind you, yes, the setting that Corvid Communications exists in is also a writing project, but it's less of a story in and of itself, more as a setting that stories exist in. Like, it's the background information that kind of fleshes out the world. It's kind of like if you're playing a D&D setting with someone who has had just lots and lots and lots and lots of background settings that they've been looking to use, and they just tie it all together into a world that adds context to the various points of the setting. But also, writing, world building, and setting is not always the thing people want to read, you know? Because, like, for example, there are those people who play Dark Souls, and most of the lore in Dark Souls that actually helps to make sense of the setting is in item descriptions, which not everybody reads. A lot of people do, but also you could easily still get through the game without all of that extra context, and still have a decent enough time with it. So that's kind of the thing. Like, if you want to make artistic projects, unless you are literally someone else is paying you to make a project, you should first, for art or anything, I feel like first and foremost, you should be making it for yourself. And if you're sharing it just because you think other people might also enjoy it. Because that's kind of the thing for me for Corvid Communications and the setting it exists in. It's like, I do this because I enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. Like, why would I put myself through all that effort to write something, to read, if I did not enjoy the process? That's what all of these AI jackasses don't seem to get. It's like, it's not just the end product. It is the process that makes it enjoyable for the person who is making it. Because if people didn't enjoy the act of making music, the act of writing, the act of drawing, painting, or whatever have you for artistic medium, they wouldn't do it. Techniques would not have been developed. It's because people wanted to do the process and find new ways of doing things. And that is why I write. I've been told that I have an knack for it, sure. But I enjoy the process. I enjoy the art, the effort, the process of throwing story ideas together, see what sounds good, see what feels fun to write about. And for me, a lot of that is mystery and horror stories, which is why I play the character I do. Granted, one thing I should note is that the character that I am playing on stream is not technically the canon version of the Mr. Cawthorn character. The Mr. Cawthorn character, as he exists, is a full-fledged villain, and he is meant to be a villain. Whereas here, it's kind of a mixture of both me just kind of... Whereas on stream, a lot of it is, yes, sometimes I play up the angle for funsies, but a lot of it is just me being my goofy-ass self, while still... Basically, I don't like showing... I have issues with showing my face. I don't enjoy showing my face, so... Virtual avatar, that's how it goes. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, for them, for the AI people, the end product is the intent, is the purpose. But in the end, they're missing out on the whole point of it. It doesn't feel like an achievement if you go through shortcuts like that. And it's also not going to be good because there's no soul to it. Like for me, I avoid AI music as much as I can, although I'll admit lately it's been more difficult. Those services have been making it easier to avoid. But I do my best to avoid it because I want legitimate music that is soulful. It's deep. And it's the same thing with writing. Like, if I know someone's making an AI writing, it's like, well, it's going to completely tarnish it. Yeah, so far this project has kind of had its grip in me, and I think I know I posted about it earlier when I was about 15 pages deep, I think it was. I have gotten to 18 pages now, which is, I think, the most I have worked on for a single writing project for myself. So even if I don't ever actually finish this, I will still be proud of that achievement because it shows that I can write. That I am able to write longer stories, which will in turn, hopefully, spur me on to write even longer, even more, and maybe eventually I will reach a point where I have something that's the length of a novel, because that's what I'm going for here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. Also, sorry if I mutter. Sometimes I do that when I write, especially if there's not really a whole lot going on otherwise. Hey Royce, how you doing? We're just I'm doing some writing on that project I was telling you about while I kind of have Spirit City in the background so that people have something to look at. But yes, clicky clacky. All the clicky clacky. My wife keeps telling me it sounds like click clack moo, cows that type. But yeah, just I had the urge to write, but I know I had a stream today. Well, I didn't have a stream today. I chose to stream today. But I was like, I want to write. I want like time I can just both kind of sort of focus on this. Put cookie clicker on. Nah, I think we're fine with Spirit City. Just kind of chill, relax. Give me some music to focus on. I don't think I've actually played Cookie Clicker in a while now. I don't even think I have it installed, come to think of it currently. I shall also write. Well, that's kind of the point. Like, if you got something to work on it. Feel free to chat. Thank you for the daily sacrifice, by the way.
Thank you for your contribution to Corporate Communications Incorporated.
Also, something else that's gotten me. Oh, you missed a good story earlier, Royce. Before we got into the game, I was talking about how my son reverse pickpocketed me. Like, he went into daycare, I had given him a hot dog, and he literally just reverse pickpocketed and put a half-eaten hot dog in my pocket without my noticing as he walked into daycare. And I didn't find out until he was in daycare and I was walking away to get directions to a place I was going. But yeah, I've kind of given them a little bit of the gist of the book, but I'm not spoiling everything. Oh yeah, I should probably do one of these little timer thingy-mabobs. Okay, let's put it at 45 minutes with 15-minute breaks. And we're going to do that about 3 times. Boop. I have actually been doing this every day. This one, I've been reading a little bit every day, so I'll qualify it. Oh, the party section is done. Oh, hey. Thing. I need to look something up. Ooh, I'm gonna stretch real fast. Also, the sore throat I've been having for the past couple of weeks is almost gone. That's nice. Means I can actually work on that little side project I've been working on for my Levy, who is still in the room with me currently, but she is napping. And she deserves to nap. She's been napping every day. were snoring. You were... Where? Kevin Manjaro, welcome in.
Thank you for your contribution to Corvid Communications
That's not a
Incorporated.
chicken. What is that? He's like a test tube. Speaker. That is not a- Yeah, hope you're doing well, Kevin Manjaro. We're just kind of doing a chill writing stream because I've had a big writing project that I've been working on for 2 weeks now. This is Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions. It's less a game and just kind of more of a thing to kind of help you kind of manage your productivity, like give you some nice background noise with some instrumental lo-fi music. You can set timers like to work for however long, give yourself a little break, work, break, and so on. And that's what we're playing today. And while you're doing that, you can also make a little avatar, have them do things in various environments. For example, currently we're having my little guy here that I somewhat modeled after myself as much as the game would allow me to. And you have a little ghosty pet that you unlock more of, and you unlock different varieties of them by doing various things, which are hinted in the Spirit decks. It is not a chicken. It is a potionista. Speaking of, there's a DLC for this game coming out that's like Magic Academy themed. I know. Because you just finished a big project? We just got all little Cawthorn. We just looked through little Cawthorn's clothes for clothes to still fit them before, not long before we started streaming. Yep.
Yeah, I got him. do. I need a nap. I need to grab a charger too.
Yeah, you do. I have a cable here. I don't have a face though. Yeah. Says you want to use the charger I use for my phone when I'm streaming to charge your phone.
No, I have one down.
Okay. Miss Cawthorn's going to be taking a trip this weekend. That's what all that's about.
Back to the insane asylum. They know I'm coming. Go.
Yeah, you. You know, one of these days I'm gonna get one of those keyboards with like typewriter style keys. That would just be, that would just make me so happy. Because I find the sound of a typewriter very, very personally appealing. Appealing. Yes, like a banana. Walked right into that one. Yeah. Slipped almost, even. Love you. But yes, Kevin Manjaro, this is Spirit City. It's a very non-competitive game. There's not even a multiplayer. I mean, it is. It is. You ever some then you have a time where you're just like, I feel like that needs to be rephrased. That just happened to me. I mean, you're right. Oh. You got a thing. It's a little cow. Kind of looks like one. It's fluffy. What? I am not at all familiar with Littlest Pet Shop, so I wouldn't know. Bell Blossom. When stepping out to breathe in... It is perfect. Yes. When stepping out to breathe in some fresh air and uncramping my legs, I thought I heard some cow moo in the distance. Not a cow, some cow. So, not even a whole cow, part of a cow. Part of a cow was mooing out in the distance. Bell Blossom is a gentle and cheerful spirit who enjoys the quiet, contemplative surroundings of gardens and farms. It passes a lot of its time merrily trotting around the outer edges of nearby fences. If it's in an especially feisty mood, it might take up an offer of a friendly race from you or a fellow spirit, but most days it prefers to go at its own leisurely pace. This spirit can magically produce plant-based milks like almond and soy in all variety of flavors, although it's important for Bell Blossom... What? A cow producing almond and soy milk? Well, it's like a weird flower cow. Well, it's also like a plant cow that's a spirit or something, so... Magic? Alright, so it can produce frequent batches of healthy, hearty milk. It loves eating grass and flower seeds, and you can tell from the blossoms on its head which seeds it has eaten, and even which region it hails from. More rarely, you'll see a bell blossom with many different species of flower growing on it, like a precious living scrapbook of all the places that Bell Blossom has called home. Waxalotl has been slouched in the corner of our greenhouse staring at a clay pot. Waxalotl. Alright, let us get up. First, let's change the activity. Greenhouse. Watering. And now we need to change which of our friends. Waxalotl. That's not it. Wait, does time of day also matters for this? Hours. Hot. Activity. Watering. Repotting. There we go. Also, that's how you unlock new spirit companions. You have your character do a specific activity, and you do things like set the time. I'm going to set it to evening because I like evening better. And look at him, the little candle. Axolotl's reading a book. just due to the fact that we're doing kind of a chill writing stream, I'm probably not going to go to the intermission stream during an ad break just because, well, unless I need to use the bathroom or something, there's kind of no point. I might sip my drink.
Corvid Communications will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, I guess we are having a sponsorship. I should light a candle myself, come to think of it. Why? Because I feel like it and I like candles. Doo, doo.
We now return to our feature presentation.
Welcome back. Not much has happened other than I'm nearly at a complete 18 pages now. see something I wrote. Take a sip. I actually did style this after how I would want my house to look. I like Gothic style things nowadays. I need to open OneNote, actually. I need to get some notes on a character I have written. currently, I'm at the phase where the investigation is just barely starting, so our main character is at the crime scene where someone has disappeared. Oh, looks like we're taking a short break for a while. And while that's going on, I guess I will chat about things and actually probably get the game I'm going to be playing installed real fast. Because it won't take long. Yeah, that cover image isn't high because it's so hard to tell and there's no disclosure. But yeah, we're playing Shift at Midnight with Loading Delayed and Lucas tomorrow. Anyway, an online co-op detective horror for up to 3 players. Work together across randomly generated. It shifts to investigate your customers as some are only pretending to be human. One mistake and you'll be forced to board up, set traps, and hide. Managing a gas station is tough work to keep your stock shelves full and sell enough products to meet your quota each night. Take deliveries and keep your store nice and clean. Oh, and make sure to interrogate each customer as you serve. Some are not human and are in fact doppelgangers. Miss one and they will return later that shift to try and kill you and your friends. Execute on site if you think they are not human, just to be sure to clean up after. If you mess up, be prepared to set traps, barricade the door, and hide. Doppelgangers return as horrible monsters. I actually worked at a gas station. I had questions about a few of our customers. But yeah, at least until I can go back to my 2 times a week streams, we're not going to be doing the segments like we usually do. Just because I feel like I won't be able to give any of the games the attention they deserve, and you don't deserve it. Oh hey, I should probably stop that before it floods my encoder. Yeah, that's kind of the problem of a lot of games these days, is it's very hard to tell which ones are legitimate and which ones are just AI slop. And I personally don't like it. peruse my Steam wish list while I'm taking a little break. Apparently, Yakuza Like a Dragon's on sale, but also I've played the rest of the Yakuza series. Grab meat, feature kitchen. Oh yeah, I actually wanted that one. Fresh out brew. That one just seems fun. Murky Divers. Surprised I haven't got that one. Camp, Dark Hours. First Companions, I've heard of that one. Want to give that one a try along with Yap Yap. And then I have Psychopamp Go. Detective Macabre. Eat the bitch. Sorry, I am just reading titles. I'm not saying anything else. Yeah, my friend recommended I wishlist The Unknown. Also, I found a game that's like reminiscent of old Harry Potter games, but also not supporting a horrible transphobe. But it's like the older Harry, like the first 3 Harry Potter games for PC. It looks like it's called Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International Crime Syndicate. Use magic spells and military explosives to topple an enemy evil crime syndicate hidden beneath a prestigious wizarding school. Learn spells, engage in espionage, and spread lore on friendly chaos. But yeah, it looks very silly, but also very fun. Also, is this game multiplayer? It almost looks like it might be. Oh, it's single player but with online co-op. This game early access still? No, it's not. Let's go to review type, date range, show graph. Yeah, let's do only the most recent because I prefer that. But yeah, I really liked the old Harry Potter games back when I was a kid. Unfortunately, it's tainted forever for me now. Oh yeah, Lucid Blocks. It's like Minecraft but creepy. So you never played. About this game. I want the AI disclosure game because since I have a minute, I am auditing my wish list. Oh, that's getting removed from wish lists. The Spell Brigade, Misery, Rewind 99, Necrosis. Blood Typers, which I found out is actually a typing game. So can I just say, I like how games are more and more actually giving you a demo so you can actually try it to see if you even like it first. I like it. And that's because I like to not have to buy a game to see if I like it first. I like to actually play the thing. But that's just how I am about things. Endocopia. Click the psychological word. Reference. So exactly what I would be looking for. Rogue Trader. That's another one I've been wanting to give a try too. Strange Antiquities. Claude. Tito. Why did I like that one? Other than just it being kind of a cute platformer. It's probably because it was a cute platformer. 2-Point Museum. Don't want that one really. Retro Rewind I do kind of want. Dry Drowning. Very interesting name for a game. It's a song I won't be buying until I've actually beaten the other one. Moving that one. Spirity, that one does still interest me. Also still interests me. Vellum just looks interesting. Wood also still interesting. Omori also interesting. Longwinter, Seance of Lake Manor, Horror High Rock, Dead Gods, Bolt Pop. Reminds me of something. PC fire rate. Is it still a problem? Oh yeah, Going Under. That's another one that intrigued me. That had a very corporate horror vibe. Oh, we are back to work. All right. Oh. Oh, good stretch. Good stretch. But yeah, this stream isn't going to be exciting. I understand that. It's just kind of chill, work along. I'll chat with you if you chat with me. Writing a mystery can be tough sometimes because it's like sometimes you feel like you need to say something, but then you're like, you don't want to say it because then you'll give something away. But with mystery, you partially want the audience to figure it out. It's a fine line. Fine line. Whew. So weird that 1995 is considered old by my wife now. She was only born in 2000. Not that had felt the sneeze coming, but then it. Man, I just had a sneeze coming and it just would not go away. What was I doing? I feel like I completely lost my train of thought with the story currently. Sorry. I'm gonna keep writing. Happens to all of us. I almost have a question I feel like I need answered. So, the character is currently investigating the house, and he had just gotten through the preliminary and largest living area in the previous chapter, and had debated himself whether to check the rest of it. He knows that more evidence is likely to be found in the basement than any other room in the house, and yet he's putting off checking the basement of the house. Should I have should I have him check the rest of the runes because he's trying to put it off? Still trying to think. it's a question I need to. Hmm. I need to- Alright. By the way, am I the only one who thinks that water, when it's left to sit for a while in like a container, am I the only one who thinks it kind of sort of starts to smell like seawater after a while? Like that's just kind of what I get. I'm like, well, if this smells like the ocean, this bottle probably needs cleaned. So it gets cleaned. Hmm. That's what I gotta figure out. I need to think. Perspective. Ooh, nearly at 20 pages. I actually feel really good about that. All right. Looks like I'm finally getting to the crux of this chapter. Oh,
Corvid Communications will be right back after a word from our
we'll get back
sponsors.
into these messages. I gotta use the bathroom.
Cares deeply about the physical, mental, and emotional health of its employees. In these next 3 videos, we will be going over how to handle all 3 aspects of your health. We will begin by going over what it means to be physically healthy. To begin, we must understand the purpose of the body. The body is the vessel for your consciousness, and in order for your consciousness to be happy, your body must be healthy and clean. At Corvid Communications, we expect you to be neat and clean each day. Your coworkers should not be able to smell the rancid odors that come from your disgusting bodily functions, whether that be the unpleasant odors of the body's flawed temperature regulation system, or the even more offensive odors of the body's waste disposal system. Here are some of the basic hygiene steps that must be followed in order to keep operations running smoothly. Bathing. Brushing your teeth. Using deodorant. Moisturizing your skin. Washing your hands. Wiping when using the restroom. Failure to follow these basic hygiene guidelines will result in disciplinary action. If you are following these guidelines exactly, and yet you find people are still unwilling to be in close proximity to you, perhaps consider the problem might be something else, and consult with your management team.
Perhaps we can elucidate the matter.
The human body requires food on a regular basis in order to continue performing basic bodily functions, in addition to any movements we make each and every day. As such, Corvid Communications provides employees with a 30-minute lunch each day. It is legally required for you to clock out during this time, but you are not permitted to leave the premises during this 30-minute window. Refusal to clock out or attempting to leave company property during the lunch break will result in disciplinary action. In addition to your mandated break, Corvid Communications provides free lunch to all employees to ensure that they are getting the correct nutrients to meet their body's physical needs.
Yeah?
Eating the company
We now
provided
return
lunch
to
is
our feature
required.
presentation.
Employees may not bring their own lunch in or any other outside food. The food outside the company is full of toxins and chemical ingredients that may be filling the body with unhealthy toxins such as unhealthy levels of sodium, cholesterol, glycerol, xanthan gum, preservatives, pyridoxine hydrochloride, glutamate, carbohydrates, fats,
dihydrogen monoxide.
Corvid Communications cannot monitor what you eat while you aren't here at work, but we feel it is in your best interests for us to control what you eat while you are here for your own good. In addition to the provided lunch, Corporate has provided water stations all throughout our facilities in order to prevent lawsuits due to any negligence on our part. Bringing outside drinks is not permitted, and using our water stations is required by company mandate.
We're just looking out for you, friend.
The intricate biological structures in the human body will break down unless they are properly utilized. In addition to nutrition, exercise is important to keep your body operating at its maximum efficiency. In order to facilitate this, we have installed small fitness centers in all Corvid Communications corporate properties. Usage of these facilities once daily is mandatory corporate policy. Refusal to do so will result in the following: public shaming by coworkers and supervisors, passive-aggressive comments from your coworkers about how healthy they feel due to participating, passive-aggressive comments about your weight and/or figure, offers to be your quote-unquote accountability buddy by coworkers, weekly, invasive, mandatory health assessments. Continued noncompliance in spite of these measures will result in disciplinary action. Likewise, those who are in compliance with the fitness measures, who do not participate in the above shaming measures, will also be subject to disciplinary action. We expect all employees to take complete care of themselves.
Thank you for your contribution to Corvid Communications Incorporated.
presentation.
And at Covert Communications, we won't leave you eating crow. Have a good